Welcome to this custom deep dive. Today we're pulling from some notes provided by Collision Auto Glass and Calibration to answer a highly specific but, incredibly common question.
Very common one. Yep.
Right. How much does it actually cost to replace a windshield in Aloha, Oregon? It's a huge hassle when it happens, but looking at these sources, the price range is what really caught my attention. We're seeing quotes anywhere from $200 up to
Up to $500 easily.
500. So we're going to break down exactly what drives that massive swing and give you some practical advice along the way.
Because the variance isn't just arbitrary markup. It really comes down to a few key variables, starting with the vehicle itself.
Okay, so what does that look like for, say, a normal car?
Well, a standard passenger car, like a Honda Civic or a Toyota Camry, usually lands on the lower end, somewhere between $200 and $350.
That makes sense.
But the second you scale up to a luxury vehicle or a large SUV or a truck, that baseline jumps right up to the $350 to $500 mark.
Why?
Yeah, the glass is larger and often thicker, and it requires different handling.
I noticed something in the notes that really sort of changed my perspective on this. We tend to think of windshields as just plain sheets of glass.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's a pretty outdated way to look at it now.
Completely outdated.
Yeah.
And this is where the cost breakdown starts to make a lot more sense. Modern windshields are highly specialized components.
They have all sorts of tech built in, right?
Exactly. You have rain sensors that automatically trigger your wipers and integrated heating elements to manage ice. Even heads-up displays projecting your speedometer right into your line of sight.
Which explains why you can't just buy a pane of glass from a hardware store and snap it in yourself anymore. You're basically interacting with a piece of the car's computer system.
You really are. The real hidden cost is the labor and engineering. When you replace a modern windshield, you almost always have to recalibrate the cameras and lasers,
The ADS systems.
right? The advanced driver assistance systems. If those sensors are off by even a millimeter, features like lane departure warning won't work correctly. So you're paying for precision recalibration.
With all that specialized tech, you definitely want someone who knows exactly what they're doing. And that brings up a really cool geographic advantage for you if you're driving in Aloha.
The location is definitely key here.
Yeah, because Aloha sits right near the Portland metro area, so you have access to a very dense market of experienced technicians.
Which means competitive pricing. You avoid the steep premium markups that happen in more remote locations.
Where there might only be one shop within 50 miles.
Exactly. And Aloha shops have to stay competitive to survive.
Yeah.
And practically speaking, the notes from Collision Auto Glass and Calibration point out that not every crack requires a full $500 replacement anyway.
Right. A lot of times if you catch a small rock chip early, it can just be filled.
Which is a crucial piece of actionable advice. Catching a chip early saves you the cost of the glass and that complex recalibration we just talked about.
And they promise transparent pricing for both scenarios.
They do. For anyone local dealing with a cracked screen right now, they offer consultations through their site at collisionautoglass.com, or you can call 503-656-500.
So bringing this all together, the price tag on a windshield replacement isn't arbitrary. It's a direct reflection of what you drive and the modern tech embedded right in front of your eyes.
Knowing these exact variables empowers you as a consumer. The next time a stray pebble hits your glass, you'll know exactly why your quote is what it is.
Protecting you from surprises.
Precisely. It really helps you ask the right questions at the shop.
It definitely changes how you look at the dashboard. Which leaves me with one final thought for you to mull over. With standard auto glass increasingly doubling as a high-tech interface packed with sensors and digital displays, will basic car repairs in the future feel less like visiting a mechanic and more like upgrading your computer?